Welcome back. We left here in the last video and we will continue from here in this. So basically we have passed nil here, but suppose if we want to transfer some data, then instead of nil we will actually pass that data. So let's say we are passing some name. Let's say name equal to Samarth. So what we can do is instead of nil we can say name. So what we are doing is basically we are passing my name from first view controller to second view controller. So basically we will display this name in the second view controller. So now this was the second function that we have to learn about. So in this what we have to do is we have to use if let, and let's say destination equal to segue dot destination as second view controller. I will explain this to you code. If let name equal to name as string, so okay, not name, let's say, and it's again showing an error. Oh, it is not name, actually it is sender, and let's do this name. So basically what we have to do is we are in the second view controller we have to create a variable which will store this value. So let's go to our second file and let's remove this code which we don't need. And in this file what we will do is we will create a variable called name of type string. So basically what we will do is we will store the name in this variable when we are passing the data from first to second view controller. So in our first view controller what we can do is we can access the second view controller by typing destination, and by pressing dot you can see that it has automatically appeared the variable which we have created in our second view controller, name equal to let's say name. So let's understand this code. So we are using an if let construct which we use when we are dealing with optionals. So we are creating a variable called destination which will store segue.destination. So basically segue.destination will point to our second view controller, which is this. So the name of this is second view controller, so we will convert this as second view controller. And inside this what we are doing is we are using a data that we have send from here. So basically the sender is here, which is called sender. So we are storing the value of sender in data in name as a string because we know that this is a string. And inside this we are using a destination which we have created here. So basically we are calling that property which we have created here, name. So we are accessing this and we are storing the name. So what we have done is now we have transferred the data from first to second. Now we have to find a way to display that data in our second view controller. So what we will do is we will go back to our main.storyboard, and in our second view controller we will create a label by the same method which is dragging, and let's make it bigger and center it again, and let's it should be like this. Now we'll create an outlet for this. So let's click here automatic manual transfer of data and we will select the file for this view controller which is second view controller. So we will control drag. Oh, it's not working because we forget to do one thing. We have to connect both of these. So by clicking our second view controller we will select the third option, and inside the class we will choose the file which we have created, which is second view controller. Now let's control drag from here to here and let's create this label. let's name this my label and press enter. Close this and let's enter the second view controller. And what we can do is, as soon as the view is loaded, what we can do is my label dot text and set it to name, which we have just created. Let's make this here. So now we have written our code, so let's see whether it is working or not. So let's play our application and let's see whether it's working or not. So it has started running our application. You can see that this is our first view controller, and here we have the button. So let's click this button, and you can see that we have presented with a second view controller in which it is displaying our name, which is Samarth. So basically I think we should once again go through the code that we have written. So basically this is our first view controller in which we have created a button. Okay, so this is an IB action for our button, and in this we have created a variable called name in which I am storing my name, and then we have to create two different functions for passing data from one view controller to another view controller. So the first function is perform segue, which will take an identifier and the data which we have to send, and the second function is prepare for segue. In this I am grabbing my second view controller and then I am setting it property to be the data which I have sent. So this was the work which we have to do in our first view controller. Now in the second view controller, this was the variable which is storing my name. So we have created a simple label and just displayed my name. So basically this was about how to transfer data from one view controller to another, and instead of a string you can also pass arrays, dictionaries, or a lot of data that you want to transfer by sending it here. So we will learn about transferring dictionaries and arrays in our later lectures when we will create our weather app or some other kind of app in this course. Thank you for watching this video.